you have dry, flaky, irritable skin over the penis shaft, and the head of the penis, you're certainly not alone. Many millions of men suffer from this exact problem of dryness and sensitive skin on the penis. Flaky, dry skin that doesn't feel right, feels tight or feels burning or achy or just on edge like it's about to break out in a form of irritation, eczema, or what have you, practically feeling like nails on a chalkboard. Now, this is a serious problem, obviously not only aesthetic, but can also lead to performance issues. Hi, I'm Dr. Yuval, Bibi, Dermatologist, and my mission is to get you out of that rut and get your skin back to looking normal and working for you once again. There are many different causes for dry, sensitive skin on the penis that are actual bona fide conditions. These conditions must be addressed with the help of your board-certified dermatologist. They include infections like tinea, as well as chronic inflammatory conditions such as psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, Zuhn's balanitis, and balanitis erotica obliterans or lichen sclerosis, as well as allergic and irritant contact dermatitis. So if you have persistent problematic skin on any area of the body, let alone the penis, go see your board-certified dermatologist and address those issues while managing your skincare hand in hand. However, there are things you can do immediately to reverse that dry, sensitive skin and sustain those great results with much less work at a fraction of the cost of what you're spending on skincare right now. Also, at the end of the video, I'll be giving away a skincare hack that'll supercharge your skin, allowing you to truly recover and get back to normal in those truly difficult to treat cases. So do not touch that dial. Now let's take a look at how to make you better. The first thing to know when you're making yourself better is to realize what you're doing that's harmful and not take that action anymore. Some of the most common practices in skincare are cleansing. Cleansing is a collection of practices and products that are designed to strip off the upper layers of the skin. They do so under the promise of hygiene or cosmetic improvements to the skin, but none of these promises are true. Cleansing includes hot water, the use of detergents as in soaps, shower gels, body washes, cleansers, as well as physical abrasives such as the loofahs, the washcloths of the world, the sponges, the brushes, as well as circular or linear motions with the hand scrubbing and rubbing the skin to get stuff off the skin, supposedly dead skin cells. All these practices are essentially abrasive practices to the skin, and they undermine a skin barrier where the skin barrier is already undermined and cut and is not doing well. Those actions surely will make your situation worse. So if you're a cleanser of the area, which essentially most men are, you need to take it easy on the area. The skin of the penis is not a nuclear waste site, it is not a dump site, and you need to treat it accordingly as the delicate, sensitive skin that it is. So your cleansing efforts have to be distilled down to using lukewarm or cool water over the area. Never strong stream, but rather splashed over the area with no use of soap on the shaft and the head of the penis itself. And by no use of soap, I mean no use of anything, any chemical in a bottle or a bar form that's designed to take stuff off your skin should be completely kept off the area. Other things to avoid, obviously, are the abrasive practices. Avoid using any sort of physically scrubbing device, such as the loofah, the washcloths of the world, exfoliating gloves, brushes. Do not rub the area with your hand trying to get stuff off the area. That is not going to work for you. If your skin is sensitive, it will compound your sensitive skin problem, making matters worse. So again, cupping and splashing water on the area should be enough. There should be no soaping of the shaft of the penis or the head of the penis. And you have to understand that what your skin creates and holds on to, it has to have, as in those upper layers of the skin that you've been so vigorously trying to scrub off the skin. Those elements belong on the skin. They are part of the skin makeup and they protect your skin, allowing it to keep on going, sustaining its own functions, and keeping itself together. Now, shaving and hair removal are another set of abrasive practices. Many don't really think about them that way, but they are, and shaving in particular does abrade and take stuff off the skin. So you need to look at shaving, and I strongly discourage people from shaving. However, if you must remove hair over the area for whatever reason, do it in the least abrasive and irritating way possible. Some of the least irritating practices in removing hair are laser hair removal, which is best done by a board-certified dermatologist in the right setting. And if you must shave the area, keep in mind that you need to keep the friction to a minimum. So never scrub or exfoliate the area before you actually go ahead and shave it. And then use a shaving foam or a shaving gel to minimize friction, as well as keeping your razors sharp, changing them ever so often to make sure that there is no friction resistance while you're shaving the area. Shave with as few motions as possible, patting the product away and then rinsing the rest away very gently, and then moisturize on top of that, as I will demonstrate in the next section. Now let's look at moisturizing. Now, just to get things in perspective, one of the worst features about skincare is the theater of skincare. Most skincare culture really is essentially a theater, a performance of you doing some things for a supposed benefit while getting no benefit at all, just going through the motions. One of the worst performances or theatrics in skincare is moisturizing. Most moisturizers in skincare are water-based products, which means that they're composed of ingredients that quickly dissipate as soon as they're applied to the skin, while leaving a very quick and short-lasting impression of a benefit, of a glow or plumpness or any other neurosensory reward that you get for applying the product. But these products are short-lived, they dissipate very quickly, the water evaporates, leaving your skin to deal with inactive ingredients. The inactive ingredients that I worry about when it comes to lotions and creams are emulsifiers, which solubilize the lipid layer of the skin barrier, as well as potentially disrupting cell membranes. And I also worry about preservatives in these products, which have to be included in any water-based product to decrease the risk of contamination of the product with microbes. Preservatives have untold and unknown effects on your own microbiome and can actually serve as irritants to the skin. So your best play as far as skin moisturization is concerned is to, first of all, keep it to a minimum unless your skin really needs it. And then while choosing a product, you have to choose an oil-based product that is not going to be water-based, containing preservatives or emulsifiers, and it has to contain as few ingredients as possible so that it doesn't irritate your skin, that the ingredients actually work for you and not fulfill some other function that's not relevant to the moisturizing experience. Such a product is Oasis Moisturizing Balm, which I've created for people with sensitive skin out of 3 edible organic vegan ingredients: shea butter, cocoa butter, and argan oil, all working together to protect your skin. And that is essentially the function of a moisturizer. A moisturizer is nothing but a protectant, a great protectant that just stays on the surface of the skin, allowing it to recover its own function, rebuild its own barrier, and take it on from there. Oasis Moisturizing Balm is ideal for a sensitive skin area like the penis, especially if you're dealing with persistent dry skin, especially when it comes to skincare after shaving or any abrasive technique that you may have employed over the area. Now let's look at the best case scenario if you actually employ the best practices of skincare over the areas. So first of all, you're going to stop cleansing your skin as if it's a toxic dump site. You're going to stop abrading it with the cleansers and the scrubs and the hot water, and you're going to leave the ingredients on the skin for the skin to work with so it can continue working for you. Once you get out of the shower, you're going to pat yourself dry. Don't rub, because rubbing does introduce another element of abrasion to the skin. If the area is dry, tight, burns, or just feels like it's on edge, about to break out in eczema, you gotta moisturize. Again, consider using Oasis Moisturizing Balm, which is ideal for the area, as often as needed, and use very small amounts of it, as a little goes a very long way. Repeat and continue to moisturize any area that's persistently dry and sensitive until it stops being dry and sensitive. It may take a few short weeks for things to recover, but as long as you keep the abrasives away and stop undermining the skin as well as protecting it with the Oasis, your skin will likely recover within a few weeks. Give this a few short weeks and you will be amazed at the difference. And now for that skincare hack to supercharge your skin and help you on your road to recovery. Now I'm talking about slugging. Slugging is the very generous application of an occlusive such as Oasis to the skin overnight so it can protect the skin on a more sustainable basis, allowing the skin to recover its own barrier, build it back up, and plump itself back up so that your skin looks amazing the next morning when you wake up. What you do is you apply about 1 millimeter to a 2 millimeter thick layer of the product on the area. Because it does get greasy, you may want to wrap some plastic around that area to make sure you don't stain your clothes, underwear, sheets, what have you. But you'll be amazed at the result the next morning and how the skin looks and feels, and the skin will look much nicer and plumper, certainly not flaky or irritated as it would have been without any protection whatsoever. Now, a word of caution, if these symptoms that you're experiencing are persistent beyond a few weeks, if your moisturization efforts that I've just described have not worked for you and the area remains sensitive, the area remains symptomatic, go see your board certified dermatologist for further management of your condition, as this may signify that there's an underlying inflammatory or infectious condition that is stifling your efforts on the road to recovery. So there you have it, fixing your dry, sensitive skin over the penis, in the head of the penis, with far less effort and less than $1 a day, using no soap, no scrubbing, no cleansing of any kind, treating the area gently, moisturizing with a little bit of butter Oasis, and sending yourself off to recovery. Let me know in the comments section how this worked for you. Also, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more no BS skincare advice. See you next time. God bless.